he got so frustrated, but he told me that he took the boat back to where he got it from, dropped it off, and he lost $1 million. All right, we're up here in Marathon again. We're chasing oil and the coolant on this D16. It's the big old engine on a crab boat. What we did was we drained all the old coolant out. We've already changed the oil cooler on the engine, drained all the old coolant. We put detergent in there and filled it up with water, flushed that out, ran it for about an hour, flushed that out. We've refilled it, topped it back off, and now we're gonna go for a boat ride for about 20 minutes, and I'm gonna log parameters, and we're up in Marathon on a rainy day. Everything's wet and slimy. All right, we're heading back. Okay, we're back from the sea trial. That's a mixture of the detergent and water. We don't really have any oil on there on the surface. We're obviously cleaning the engine out, and we're gonna do it again. So we're draining all the detergent and water out right now. AJ is currently pulling the hydraulic drive shaft out because it is totally shot and flopping around. They got a replacement over there, and it's not raining at the moment. So we're gonna pop that out, and while this drains, because it's gonna take 15-20 minutes for this to drain probably, and then we're going to flush it with fresh water, I think, right, Hugh?
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to fill it up again with coolant, or not coolant, but water and detergent. We're going to run it dockside, Hugh, or are we going to do another sea trial? So we're going to do another sea trial. Yep, that's the plan. All right, been a little bit of a long day. AJ's dirty. Very. I'm kind of dirty. So we did the sea trial, we came back, we drained the whole engine, we flushed it again, and now we have detergent in it one more time. We also replaced the drive shaft up front. Sorry about the noise, but we're getting ready to go. We're waiting on the captain, and we're gonna take it out, run it. We have to dump the coolant, or not, I'm sorry, not coolant, the detergent and water that's in it, and then we have to refill it with coolant, and then we're gonna let them run it for a week, and we're gonna see what happens. So unfortunately, we're just sitting here. You guys probably can't see it, but there's a sheen of oil on top. It can still be residual, but who knows? Definitely not a no-wake zone here.
Feel bad for that tiny boat. Watch, it's about to get thrashed around.
So safe harbor, that's where we're going after we get done with this boat. All right, we just got back from the sea trial. We drained the detergent and coolant out. We got a sample here. We think we got the oil out, but the engine is still very dirty inside. You can hear it right now. It's at 1,000 RPM. One of the injectors is missing, but that's the problem for a different day. It's still dirty, but if this engine has got 10,000 plus hours on it, it can take a while to get them clean. So we're going to fill it with coolant and distilled water, and we're going to have the crew run it for the rest of the week, tell us what the coolant looks like when they're done. Told the client what we did, let them run the boat for a couple days and check the coolant and report back the findings to us, and we'll make some decisions based on that. I'm here at Perry Hotel with my friend, and I would say Volvo mentor, Hugh Green, world famous, or maybe infamous.
Good morning.
We're going down to look at this D11 with the loping, shaking vibration problem, and we'll see what we come up with.
Common sense of
Punch bug. Got you. All right, we're getting connected. Oh,
Take your
says
time.
we're almost connected.
Never rush Mother Nature.
I think we're going to have one for the active corrosion protection system because the module for it is behind the generator and we cannot get to it.
It's back there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Ensure the ignition is off. Starboard ignition is off. Okay, battery switch is off.
Okay, just stay there for a minute.
Yep.
Battery on.
Battery's on. We got a green flashing light down here.
Okay, you gotta turn the ignition back on, and we'll be good to go.
And ignition is back on. We're here on one of his boats. We're here with Mel. Say hi, Mel.
Hi, Mel.
He's smart. So let's hop down there and show the folks what we're doing real quick.
All right.
The captain called me last night, and I'm sorry I don't have enough mics. Mel doesn't have a mic. This fitting right here is running salt water out of it. This is the main drain line, trunk line for the air conditioning. You can see the air conditioning raw water return. So Mel's got to pop this hose off, I would guess, right, Mel?
I'm going to take the hose and clamps and see if it's cracked or
Yep,
if the
and then-
hose is broken.
Or if this fitting
Or the
is,
fitting may have cracked this one. I
Yep.
don't think so.
I don't
think
think
it's
so
the
either. I
hose.
think it's either this or they didn't put enough.
Sealing.
This is an Italian boat, isn't it? They use that horsehair stuff.
Oh yeah.
I
Good
hate
stuff.
No, I hate that stuff. Anyways, Mel's gonna fix that first and get the air conditioning back on the boat because they went the priority because we want to keep the mold out of the boat. And then Mel, we're not doing this today because I ordered the part yesterday, but this is what we'll be doing next. So this is a D11, right? Yeah, D11. Why is there water in here? Must be from something. I don't know.
Again from rain.
Yeah, you see all this rust running down here? That's because this is the raw water pump for the engine to cool the engine. There's a lip seal in there and it failed. So it's allowing salt water to run down. So we're gonna replace this. So I have to order the pump. I have to order new gaskets, a new O-ring because it's a gear driven pump. Mounts right in here to here. By the way, to get that out, you have to take these bolts off. You have to take this whole plate off because the gear won't come off with just this plate.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that'll be done later in the week. And then we have, believe it or not, a broken toilet seat, which is no big deal. And we have a broken helm chair that has a worm drive that we have to order parts for also. All right, Mel, plug away. If you need help, I'm right across the way, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna run to the house and get the underwater drone. Hugh is working on phone calls and paperwork while he waits for me to do that. I need to check on Manny on another boat. We're having air conditioning problems. So let's go visit Manny. Let me get down here. Good morning, Manny.
Good morning. The panel, I took it off there.
That should be fine. All right, so
You don't do any of these, right? The top one, because we're doing the bottom.
yeah, but you gotta follow steps one through 2. So we did that, right? Connect the red test cable to start terminal, black test cable to run terminal, and the yellow cable to compressor frame. Oh, nope. Is that breaker on?
Yeah. Shut up.
Okay, yeah, you can't have this one hooked up. So let's put him right there where you're hooked up. Okay, now follow steps 1 and 2. Note, white test cable will always be hot, so keep it isolated until step 4. It's isolated. Connect to 220 with suitable adapter cord. Push power switch to on position. So turn that. Okay, it's on. Both normal and reverse line indicators will come on at full intensity. Hold fault continuous start in fault position and push the red start and black test buttons. If either light comes on, so you push this, and you push this, push that, and let go. Okay, no light came on. Oh, hold it. Oh, whoa, whoa, we don't have anything hooked up. Hang on, so we gotta hook these up. Okay, red goes to start. We gotta redo our tests because we were disconnected. All right, black goes to...
Black goes to the right top one.
So I'm looking at this drawing right here. The start is the left-hand side, the run is the right-hand side, and the common is on top. All right, for that air conditioning unit, we just submitted into tech support to get some direction on that. I got a feeling it's gonna be a warranty unit. It was cooling, and now it's not, and it just blew the capacitor on my test set. So I'll wait for them to call me back. We gotta use the underwater drone. We gotta go look at, of course, the plane. We gotta go look at a IPS drive that we're having some problems with, so we're gonna throw the drone in the water.
Getting set up.
Yep, getting set up.
Not knowing how long Matt will be down here, I brought the cooler so that when he gets done using the drone, he can wash it right away. It's important with this underwater drone to get the salt water off it.
So this morning, got to the boat, checked it out, hooked up to the engine with the Vodia. Didn't have any codes or anything. Well, we had a few, but there were nothing concerned with what we were doing. We started the engine up, showed Hugh the difference between the port and starboard engine. You could definitely feel it. He seems to think that there may be, I don't know if the pod's out of alignment. It's way over there.
We're getting close.
Ah, cheater. I got Hugh this morning.
You did.
Yeah, she just punch bugged me. She saw that punch bug way over there. We're going down there. We're going to put the drone in the water, take a look at the pod, see what's going on. Hugh thought that maybe it was out of alignment, but we were able to drive it, so the steering unit's working. Punch bug. Got you back. He wanted me to get in the water. I don't get in the water. Not here. Because people dump overboard, and plus our insurance does not allow us to get in the water, so I don't. So that's why we got that. I mean, everything looks normal at the moment. I am recording, so we will have video. I know it's kind of hard to see out here in this brightness.
No crash into the bottoms.
Yep.
But with the growth, did that gasket get damaged or fall out for some reason? So we're getting all the exhaust coming out of here and very little coming out of here would tell us why we're getting more vibration on this side.
So we got Hugh going up there to start it so we can see.
All the exhaust is coming right out the side.
Let's check this one.
Okay.
So the idea is that we're going to test this other side to see if the bubbles are coming out the same way. So we're going to start this other engine.
All right. All coming out the side, just like that side. All right, Hugh, shut it off. Now you want one behind, right?
Yeah, I want to see, make sure both drives, we'll do this one from behind and that one. I think the drive should turn. Be ready for joystick, for lack of better terminology, right?
Come on, where are you? Come on out of there. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm not stuck in the drive.
This guy's over here sitting on the job, talking on the phone. He's trying to help AJ since Matt's occupied over here.
Hey, little buddy. There you go. Start it. Okay. Shut it off. Yes, it's kicking just like that, the other side.
So we're both kicking this way, this way.
Yeah, front in. This one, I think, has more exhaust coming out the back.
What is that, fresh water you put in there?
Yeah.
Do you recommend any vinegar or anything in there to dilute the salt?
No, just put it in the cooler and turn it on.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to run it for like an hour or 15 minutes or something. I forget, like an hour.
And you just move them all around in there. Spa day.
Guy's here cleaning the bottom of the boat, if you can see him. He asked me to help him reset his battery on his GoPro. If you're looking to have your bottom clean when you're in Key West, here's his little setup. Give him a call. Paul's Angels Key West. He's scrubbing away down there. Unfortunately, they are calling for another storm again. Oh, here's somebody else cleaning. They don't have a sign out here. Otherwise, I'd have you call them too. Boy, look at this huge determination boat. Wow, it's a beauty. Look at that one. That's a nice one. I'm over at the Perry Hotel, and I just left Matt and Hugh and just coming to see what I can see down here. There's Luna. That's a pretty nice one too. It's got to be probably like 100 feet, I would guess, maybe a little longer. I think this is AJ. No, I don't think it is AJ. I was sending AJ down here. It is AJ. Hey, I didn't know if that was you or not.
Well, you can't tell because it's in.
It's dark.
It's nice.
And I didn't want to put my camera on somebody I didn't know.
So, a little bit of a disappointing story here. Guy called us. He bought a brand new boat. The boat was really a lemon. Had all kinds of problems and they didn't want to fix it. They were battling back and forth. We had done a bunch of work for him. He got so frustrated. I don't know all the details, but he told me that he took the boat back to where he got it from, dropped it off, and he lost $1 million on the price of the boat because that was the offer that they gave him. But it's unfortunate that it had to happen to those people because they were pretty nice. Something went wrong where with that customer service. Did look at the boat and there were some issues on it.
We have literally changed their life just by making their boat transition better. I guess apparently this family had sold everything they owned to come down to Key West and buy a boat, and it was a dream. And I guess unfortunately their brand new boat ran into some problems and they felt like their dream came crashing down.
It was a new boat, but it turned out to be a total lemon. Most of the time you hear lemon, you think about cars, right? Well, this is a boat. And it's not the only one lemon that we've ran into over the years. But I'm curious if you guys have, sorry about the wind, by the way. I'm curious if you guys have any experience with a new boat that turned out to be a lemon. We could share them on the channel.
What you doing?
Me? Getting our Volvo boxes from the neighbor. They delivered them over there. But that's okay because I got packages for them last week and I had to bring them over there. And then we had packages for the guys in the back. So I took those yesterday. I guess as long as they get close, that's close enough.
Haven't seen a chicken over here yet. Well, there he goes.
Be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and keep watching.
Did they leave it outside?
Yeah, I'm thankful for some leave this morning. It was a rough job yesterday.
Retirement?
Not yet, baby, not yet. Too young to retire.
Okay, slow down.
Slow down, I like. When you got mechanics and clients looking at you all the time, wanting to get service or wanting to work, makes it hard to slow down. I need a service manager. That's what I need. Chris with the bum knee, he can sit in the office and do everything, right?
Chris isn't with us right now.
Yeah, he hurt his knee. Oh, by the way, I talked to him yesterday. He's got 4 to 6 weeks, no surgery yet. They're going to do some injections and physical therapy.
Oh, okay, good.
Like physical therapy, like every day.
Okay, wow. That's intense.
Yeah. AJ and I called him and razzed him yesterday for sitting around and getting fat.
You guys called him on your way home?
Yeah.
Okay. Matt took AJ yesterday on that big Volvo job that took him all day, a whole 11 hours.
Yeah. It was a long day. I got to go back up again. Got to go do a warranty job on a D4. Has an oil leak. Luckily, it's not super complicated or hard. It's just going to be hard access. Heading down to do usually you do pre-purchase inspections, but this is a post-purchase inspection. The guy bought the boat. He has money in escrow for a certain amount of time. They did a bunch of repairs on one of the engines. It's a Volvo boat. That's Catamaran. We're going to do a visual inspection on the engines. They already did oil samples. And then we're going to hook the Vodia up and we're going to do a sea trial and we'll do compression checks, injector tests. So let's see if we can find this thing. And our weather is a little unsettled today. It's pretty windy. Actually, it's really windy. It's definitely cooled off and it's all cloudy. I expect it's going to rain later. I have to go to that boat right there. When I'm done with this boat, should probably take an hour and a half, something like that, 2 hours. I don't see any punch bug. It's hard to see, but there's jacks in here, little ones, and they're chasing small pilchards around and tearing them up. That doesn't look too good down there. This boat's seen better days. Well, here we are. Man, look at the beam on this thing. So it's a lagoon, and I want to say it's a 63 or something. It's big. Yep, 63 motor yacht. Got my computer hooked up. I got the splitter box hooked up and hooked up to each engine. Now I'm just waiting for a captain and the owner to get back, ready to get these things started. But she's definitely a big girl. Really expansive in here. A lot of room. It's got 3 helms. It's got a helm here and then a helm on one on each side up here. Got a helm there and a helm there. Needs some cleaning up, but the boat has a lot of potential. Okay, well that was successful. Didn't find anything wrong in the inspection sea trial, so we'll do up the invoice and put the findings on there, and if they want I can email them the performance parameters. Most people don't ask for them because they don't really know what they're looking at. I always give them the option. That owner right there on that boat, that was another boat over that way. I got to go check out the salon air conditioning really quick. So let's go see what they've got going on. And I got another air conditioning call after this one if I'm up for it. We'll see. Well, I don't know when it's supposed to come, but it's getting ugly out here. I'd imagine at some point it's going to start coming down. We got a DTU 16,000 BTU self-contained unit. The filter is filthy, the condensate drain is not working, and it's low on refrigerant. It is in rough shape and it's blowing black mold all over the place. It's mold. Okay, got that all wrapped up. I gassed it up, but I do have to do a report because that thing is a mess. I suspect that it's leaking refrigerant. I didn't find any leaks, but I suspect it's leaking overboard inside the condensing coil. So I'll put that on the invoice when I send it to them. Yeah, yep. I just have to do up the report. Yep, send it to them. Yep. I'm pretty sure you can get those condensate pumps down there at Key West Electric.
Oh, okay. We get them from Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can get them there too, but I think Dale has them in stock, I think. If I need one in a hurry, that's where I go. Got that one done. Let's get over here and check out this next one. And then I think I'm going to head home. Starting to drag. So I got that big salon unit down there running yesterday. Blowing nice and cold and everything seems in order. They're going to get the dinghy put on here. He just bought a new one. They're going to move this over to his slip at the galleon because he's coming into town. So I'm trying to make sure everything is good for him. He's a client, but he's also, I would consider, a good friend. I think he would pretty much do anything for me if I asked him to. I would do the same for him. Let's see here. Well, we've got CEO1 here. From CEO, Carrie Ann also forgot to mention I have some other unique things like the aft cabin window that I believe is plexiglass. That seal from the heat has just worn off, so it needs to be resealed back on. Is that something you can do? Aft cabin window. This is probably what he's talking about right here. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, I'd say that's a little bit of a problem there. I have to think about that. Okay, well, E6 alarm, which is driver, I believe. If I remember right, we don't see these very often. It's a Marlboro air conditioning unit. Let me see how hard it is to get to this thing. All right, here we got the unit here. First thing I saw was that they had this the return air vent was totally blocked off, so it's starving the unit for air. The fan's working, compressor's not coming on. See if I can get this cap off and get a gauge on there. Well, it's still got the factory seals on it. That means it's never been serviced. All right, well, the reversing valve is clicking, but the compressor's still not running. All right, so not much luck on that one. I suspect there's a circuit board problem or a display problem, although the display seems to be operating. So I was here in Marathon. It's not raining right now, but earlier it was absolutely pouring, totally soaked, running down the dock with all my tools, trying to keep things from getting soaked. A guy on a sailboat underneath was yelling out to me. He's like, "Hey, Matt, Mr. YouTube." And yeah, I was like, oh man, I'm all the way up in Marathon and they recognize me. This is starting to get scary. Made me feel good though. So, but I didn't stop to talk to the guy, and I don't think I've seen him yet this morning, because otherwise I would have said hi and thanks for watching. Speaking of wet tools, here we are again, getting wet, so I got to put my stuff away.